Right, brief intro for this video. So, we are hitting back and triceps. Now, I am running on a, you know, little busy schedule, and it's quite late today. We've got lecture, of course, and just have to keep this brief and short with all of you. I'm gonna be heading to the gym and, you know, getting the workout straight and done with straight away. We're gonna be doing that because, we want to get the work out the way, get to the lecture, get that done with as well, and then come home and rest. Or, take some notes for the lecture, of course. When you go to lectures, some people just go there and mess around, but your boy's not like that. Your boy goes there and he studies sometimes. But, today is back in triceps. I hope we are able to, hit both muscle groups effectively because, as I said, not the best schedule for me today. It's my bad. I did wake up quite late, but yeah, it's gonna be a good sesh. And yeah, just before we do get into the workout, thank you so much. 200 subscribers already in the span of a week. I generally couldn't be more grateful. I mean, I probably mentioned it before, but this is just the beginning, and there's so much more to come. But enough chit chat. Let's get to working out. So today is back day. It was originally gonna be back and triceps, but whoop-de-doo, running short time again. Silly me. But starting off a bit different this time. Two sets of this, two sets of T-bar rows, maybe two more back workouts, and it's gonna be quite a short workout. Not for the video, but for me in general. So yeah, I do need to get my schedule better. But enough talking and let's get to rows. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Well, let's get one more set going. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. With that, we can move on. Yeah. 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 Oh my god, yeah. I should have picked lower weight. I've not done pull-ons in a minute.
Yeah, that was kind of a mediocre set. So we're gonna switch bar real quick to get a slight little arm pump as well. But you know, I prefer doing the old school way, just downwards like that, kind of like a lot pullover. So you know, let's let's get some pumping. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Again, you know what I'm gonna say. So let's get into one more of those. You know, with this that pull down machine, it may not look like you get the best range of motion, but at the end of the day, you do need. That's what I personally think. You do need that full deep stretch, like go all the way up and bring it back down. As long as you're able to get that initial squeeze on the way down and control the weight up, and just repeat that for about 4 to 8 times, 4 to 6 times, you know, you're doing something right, genuinely. That's what I believe. Obviously, other people think differently. And way ho, I'm no one to judge. Honestly, I have my preferences and people have theirs. Talking about preferences, I prefer to do this right now. So let's get over it and we'll see what we can do next. Yeah, I'm already finished, guys. It's been 2 workouts and I'm finished. And you may be thinking, did you have a pre-workout meal? Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? I just, you know, I you, I'd rather go too far than not too far. So, just push yourself every lift, every session, and that's the best thing. So, you know, this is done. You know, it's safe to assume you can get 1 to 2 sets of T-bar rows moving, and that should be the workout. So, you know, let's get it going. Yeah, no, it's not that. Yeah, now we need to be one set of T-bars because I'm exhausted. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's switch grips. You know what? This makes up for the second set of T-bar rows, and I think we have just enough time to squeeze in two sets of triceps. Let's do it. Right. Yeah, looking at the time, we have enough time for two triceps. Probably two sets only, if we're lucky three. But I think as long as we're able to get those triceps in there, that's what matters. And we were able to. I know the back workouts look a bit rushed, but I was thinking of doing a second set for the upper back rows. Uh, and then I just realized that after that set, my back was completely finished. Zero. Nothing left. So, you know, two heavy sets of triceps, and then we can just simply get on to the rest of our day. Let's go. I'm not gonna really abuse myself, but that first set was pretty light. So, yeah, let's go to that second set. I know that build up that weight. Oops. Oh, yeah. Right, this is gonna be the hard one. You know, I realized from chest day, I do need straps for my wrist. Not that my kind of straps, but you know what I mean. Those ones, the ones you wrap around your wrist. But they will be getting purchased soon enough. Yeah. Let's one more drop set. Yeah, you know, I'm just looking at the time. And I don't think we have time for one more set. Sadly enough, I'd love to, but it's my bad again. I just, the feeling. You wake up and then you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna stay in bed for a bit more. Nothing will change. Nothing will make a difference today. So just remember, the next time you're waking up early and you're wanting to go gym, remember, earlier you do it, the more sets you can get in. In my case, I'll probably just be doing some home workouts, just maximize the triceps. So that'll be about it. But yeah, that's it for the workout. And yeah, let's move on. All right. Before I think about doing a back pump check, I want to look at the arms. Are they looking? I know we're not looking multivascular, but you know, it's what two sets of triceps would do to you. It's keeping the weight, so it should be right. You know, times like this is which I bought a gym truck tank top, and I'm not personally a big fan of tank tops, but maybe I should. Yeah, yeah, that's quite a decent arm pump, even though we did not do that much of arms, but back does tend that to do to me. But you know, let's have a think if we have enough time to do a quick little back pump check. And yeah, but if not, I will see you guys in the post workout talk. So quite a solid back day and triceps. Well, honestly, workout cut quite short. Wish we could have done more tricep, obviously. And two sets obviously isn't the best, but next session we're gonna be having a lengthier tricep workout. Two sets of just push downs. Unless you're going quite heavy, usually two sets to failure is the ideal amount. But then there's obviously overhead and sometimes isometrics. Just pulling it down one-handed and just fatiguing the hell out of your muscle. But quite a solid session. Um, I am planning to get a tank top, obviously, to check that back pump post workout. So it would be quite lengthy after. So yeah, um, quite off topic, but I must have had the craziest meal on the planet, and I'm going crazy right now. Not mentally, but physically as well. I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but as I would usually say, I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking right now. So yeah, quite a different setting for the post workout too. We got to uni, safe and sound, thanks to God. Um, but yeah, if you guys could figure out what university I'm at, come visit. Go ahead. Um, but yeah, quite a solid day so far. We've got quite a long day ahead of us, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm not, but you gotta stay positive. You know what I mean? Um, looking forward to that, and you know, I'm just ready to go on with the rest of my day. Finish lectures, get home, do some cardio on the treadmill, kind of like a jump scare again. I mentioned in the last video, as soon as you just walk into your room and you see a treadmill just standing there, you're just scared. Like, who likes cardio? Because I don't. But you know, we've got our little friend to keep us energy here throughout those lectures because I probably already had one in the workout and I'm having another one. I'm gonna have another one at home. So I might be dead when you guys see this video. So I do apologize if I am dead. Um, Now, but all jokes aside, solid session. Uh, it will be leg day next, and quite different from the past one. But enough said. It's been a hell of a back day session. Could have been better, but we move. Hell of a sesh, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.